Alright guys, so we have watched the video and we have analyzed the very perfect way. That's why I know you have understood this video very clearly, and I think we have to further develop and further understand this video. That's why we should a little bit deeper analyze this video. Okay, that's why I want you to do a number of tasks in order to further understand this video. Okay, so I think our first task is this makes me think that, and it's one of the very popular activities in ESL classrooms because it develops your thinking and your critical thinking abilities. So in order to do this, I want you to be divided into groups, and in every group members should start their discussing by saying this makes me think that, because I think you have watched this video and you have taken a number of thoughts and ideas, right? That's why you have to analyze and you have to think about it again and again. And when you say your ideas by saying this makes me think that, I think it's a very clever way to start off your discussion. Okay, and I think after discussing every point of which you have said, we can further continue to the next step. And the next step, I want you to be divided into pairs. Okay, and I think after you have divided into pairs, I want you to start off your discussion by saying what you have said makes me think that. Okay, what you have said makes me think that. I'm going to give you one example for this. For the first step, okay, so this makes me think that poor financial and social background doesn't mean anything if you really want to reach your goal. Okay, you can further continue your ideas and your thoughts by saying this makes me think that. Okay, if you understand this activity, you can start now. I will give you 5 minutes in order to do this task. Thank you for everybody for these brilliant ideas. I think these ideas are worth to think about and again and worth to discuss more. Thank you for everybody for this brilliant and very noble ideas. Thank you, especially for Muhammad. You are one of the great guys in this group. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your ideas and your hard working. Thank you. And now let's turn to our next task, which is called true or fiction. I want you to write down one true fact about yourself which is a little bit surprising, and it should be a little bit hard to believe, right? Then I want you to write down 2 untrue facts about yourself, which should be a little bit surprising and it should be a little bit plausible to trick others. And then after writing down one true fact and untrue fact about yourself, then each student of the group should tell this fact about others, and the others will decide whether this fact is true or not. For example, as an example, if I tell you about myself about one fact, I have to tell you that I hate pets. I hate pets, and I never feed pets in my house. I never leave pets in my house. And again, 2 more facts. I wake up at 4 a.m. every day in the morning. And one more thing, that I never drink coffee in my life. Okay, let's choose and decide which fact is true and which 2 facts are untrue about myself. This is just example, and I want you to do like that. I think 4 minutes is enough to write down 3 untrue facts about yourself, and let's discuss it later, okay? And you will vote after writing down the other people, after you telling about your facts. The group members will decide and will vote whether the facts are true or not, okay? If you understand this, if you comprehend this task very cleverly, if you comprehend this task very perfectly, in that case, let's get started. Thank you everybody for achieving and for accomplishing this task in a very perfect way. And now we will turn to our next task, which is called closed passage, which is one of my favorite tasks in TESOL classes. Here it is, the closed passage. This is actually taken from the narrator speech in this video, and I want you to fill in the blanks. Here you can see a number of blanks, and then you also pay attention one thing, that there you can find a number of grammar errors and mistakes. That's why I want you to correct these mistakes, okay? That's why I will give you 5 minutes in order to do this task, because it takes much more time, right? That's why, and as well as this, one more thing, you have to pay attention to the pronunciation of the words which are written on top of the passage, on top of the sheet, okay? I will spread out all of you to these sheets, and I will walk around the whole class. If you need help, please be free to ask a help for me, okay? And I'm very delightful if you ask your help for me, because I'm always ready to help you out. That's why never get worried about asking for help, okay? If you understand this situation, and if you understand this assignment, please start now. All right, guys, thank you for accomplishing this task in a perfect way, and let's turn to our next task, which is called quick 20 question quiz. And I want you to write down 20 questions. I want you to write down, all of you, 20 questions, and we will, if after writing down these questions, we will put them into this magic hat, and we will later discuss, and we will later pick one of the questions and answer one by one, okay? That's why I want you to write down 20 questions, and then you have to put it in this magic hat, and I will, while you are putting the questions into this hat, I will review and I will put a number of further questions by writing down by myself, okay? All right, guys. After writing, as I told you before, after writing down the 20 questions, you have to be divided into 2 lines, line A and line B. And I want you to start off by line A, by spreading all of the questions to the first group. This group will give these questions to the other group, and the other group should respond them very quickly, okay? And never worry about this, because you will write down the answer, you will write down the question to the one side, and you will write down the answer on the back side, okay? That's why you don't need to worry about the answers, because all of the answers are written in the back, on the back side of the little paper, okay? All right, guys, in order to start off this game, if you understand this game, please, let's get started to write down your own questions, okay?